Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said. I'm not talking to you about game show host. This is something that is super important. Super important. The guy who was supposed to host, or who was hosting and was actually announced the host of Jeopardy on August 11th, along with I can't say her name. The girl from Big Bang Theory. Everybody knows who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Blossom.
Yeah.
Blossom.
There you go. Blossom. Yeah.
Blossom. Right. Mr. Mike Richards has been fired, not only as the host of Jeopardy, but the executive producer of Jeopardy and The Price is Right. And this stems from an incident that happened in 2013, 2014, where he went on a podcast and made some rather derogatory comments. If you want to know what those comments are, honestly, you can go and go check them out. Just know that they were really bad towards people with mental disabilities.
Wow.
They were really derogatory towards women.
Wow.
And there was comments about people who may not be as tall as other people, and certain words used that aren't really accepted today. So you can go check that out. You can go find out where it is and all that information. The reason I'm not about to say it all on here is because that's not how I speak. That's not how I speak. And guess what? I don't care if somebody else said it. I don't want to paraphrase it. It was bad. It was bad. But this reminded me of what happened to Kevin Hart. When Kevin Hart put out tweets from like 2010, and it cost him his job at the Oscars. And they asked him to apologize and all of these things. And he did eventually. But ended up not hosting the Oscars. Everybody caused backlash. They said, "Oh my God, why would you do this?" There was both sides. "Oh my God, why would you do this? Oh, it was so long ago. People can change. He's different than he is then, now, and blah, 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 and this and that." We continue to see this happen, though, where celebrities get punished for tweets that they made 7-8 years ago. Simple question. Is it fair?
Yes. You know why? You want to know why?
I do. Absolutely. That's
because
why
it reeks of laziness. If you're talking about a tweet, go delete the tweet. If you're talking about shit you said in a podcast, you may not own the content in the podcast. Do what Justin Bieber did. Put out a statement to preface it. You said it. You know you said it.
Right.
Address it. Control the narrative. It reeks of laziness, is all I'm saying. Don't wait to be reactive. React. That's all I'm saying.
The problem that I always have with these situations is that I'm not sure when he became the executive producer of Jeopardy or The Price is Right, but I could assume he made this comment either during that time or before that time, which means that this interview came out and he was hired as executive producer of one of the two shows, and then he was hired as the host of the show. So this was no secret. This was no secret to the people in the company. Okay. But yet, no, this is the problem that I have. This is the problem that I have. If you know this to be the character of the person originally, why hire them in the first place? You're not making a statement by firing them after. I know a lot of people feel like they made some kind of big statement, and I agree. People who have these type of thinking or these type of feelings or whatever, you know, I would love to sit here and be like, you know what, people change, people grow. But you know what? We also live in a society where people love to say, oh, that lady or that guy, she's 50, he's 60 years old. They're not going to change. They are what they are. So clearly you don't believe in evolution, or evolution has a time limit on our society. You got to explain to me. It's very confusing. But with this, it's just like, don't wait until something happens. Judge the person on their character from the time that you learn it. and don't make an example of them after it's a big thing, because it looks half-hearted. It looks half-hearted. It's like when all these companies start investing in all these HBCUs and all these black organizations during the BLM riots. Anti-Asian things happen, and now all of a sudden people want to donate to all these anti-Asian funds. The indigenous people thing happens, and now all of a sudden people want to incorporate indigenous people into our national anthem. They want to incorporate our classes into our universities. It's not right. It's not right that we have to wait until really big injustices are made public before we have, or before these companies, I should say, and institutions react to them, and then we accept it. That's what I'm saying, because these are the same companies that accepted all of this for years. Them doing it now is not changing anything.
Nobody said it was going to change anything. Listen, I don't know why you think, I don't know why you think, or anybody else who thinks like you, think that the people who, especially in entertainment, especially when the people technically control your business, if you're a network and they stop watching, what's going to happen to your network? If you're a school and people stop going, what's going to happen to your school? So when you talk about this guy who they hired and they knew all this shit, sure, they knew all the shit. It didn't matter back then, but it matters today. And the public want his blood. So give us his blood or fuck your network forever. Talk about the indigenous children and, you know, anti-Asian, so on and so forth. All these movements. Okay, didn't matter back then. Matters now. Do something or fuck off forever. Again, when you have a business where you are solely relying on the people, you could be the biggest. The people don't want to mess with you anymore. What's going to happen to your business? There's not just one school that you can go to. There's just not one network that you can tune into. There's options. You know what I mean? There's options. There's shit we're saying on this podcast today. 10 years later, we'd be like, damn, why did we say that? And we could be saying it from the most righteous place. The environment changes. You know what I'm saying? All you could do is just be like, man, I was just joking.
Right.
But shit changes. What could you do? You know what I'm saying? What could you do? That's why I say you be proactive. This dude right here, he should have been like, man, went on his Twitter, released a statement, do something. Do something. Control the narrative is all you can do, because you can't go back in time and you can't rewrite or re-say shit. You can't do it. It's out there. I said earlier you could delete a tweet. Guess what? You could screenshot a tweet. And then even though you deleted it, I got it now. What you gonna do?
I mean, there's certain, like you said, there's certain things that we may look back at on this podcast a few years later, and there might be some things that I said then that I won't agree with at the time when I'm watching it. That could absolutely 100% happen. But will anybody accept that I've changed those views at that time?
No,
absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. I'm still going to be the same person that said those things or whatever. It doesn't matter what year. It could be 10, 20 years down the road. And I mean, that's a society that we live in. I understand that. I get it. But it's just a damn shame that we live in a world where people are not judged career-wise. People who are paid a lot of money are not judged based on who they are, but it's based on people's perception of them.
Listen, the guy who directed The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, I believe his name was Todd Phillips.
Okay.
You can probably correct me if I'm wrong. But that same director directed Old School, you know, with Will Ferrell. And
yeah.
He directed a bunch of movies like that, you know, off the wall comedy. And then, you know, around the time of The Joker, they asked him to say, hey, when are we going to get another comedy movie? He's like, I don't make those anymore. I'm paraphrasing. I don't make those anymore. Well, why? He's like, you can't make a comedy movie anymore because you can't fight the internet. You can't fight the millions of people on Twitter. So what's the point? You understand what I'm saying? So
right. There's only a limit to where comedy can go nowadays. No, I get what he's saying.
Climate has changed. And when I say 5-10 years from now, you might look at this podcast and be like, whoa. Or somebody else might look at it and be like, dude, how could you say that? Maybe it's the reverse. Maybe 5-10 years from now, people are like, they clue in and they're like, what the hell were we so uptight about? Viewing public, what are your thoughts? Do share.
Why is this guy obsessed with effing in the B?
I try to remain true to myself. I think I have a sense of humor, and if you know me or if you've watched enough content on this podcast, I'd hope that you're intelligent enough to catch that humor. Half the shit I say is shit. It's booty gang. But the other half,
nope.
But
nothing
the other
we say
half,
is part of nothing we do is part of.
but the other half is absolutely 100% true and authentic. I hope that that you are intelligent enough to piece it together. Even if this is your first time hearing me speak, look at my facial expressions. Like, can you not tell when someone is joking? Really? You can't? All right, well, I got nothing for you. They do say that laughter is the best medicine. So I pray you live a long and healthy life, but God forbid you ever get sick and somebody tries to make you laugh. You're fucked. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to
hold
like
on.
and
Listen.
subscribe.
Hold on. So let's put it like this. It's as simple as this, man. We do this podcast with opinions and we say what we say. When we say it, we believe what we say because that's why we say it. We're not here for clout or fluff or to make things up or to make false stances on things to make it more entertaining for you. It's literally how we feel. So if you don't agree with what we're saying, that's your opinion. You're allowed to absolutely do that. Let's have a discussion about it. Let me know why you disagree. If you disagree with what this guy is saying, let him know why you disagree. You know what I mean? You don't have to jump to conclusions and be calling people names and all of that type of stuff, because guess what? We don't know you. You don't know us. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the views, but we're about conversation over here. And I'm going to keep saying that.
Yeah.
So drop it in the comments. Have a conversation.
And also, yes, I do say a lot of shit just for fucking fluff. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie to these people. You understand what I'm saying? But again,
the jokes that you're sarcastic.
Obviously, yes.
There's a difference between sarcasm and fluff. You're sarcastic.
Look at my face. And then if you can't tell,
I mean, people are trying not to, but I mean, if you want to force people, then whatever.
Well, I mean, it is a actual visual that's being. Anyway, leave it in the comments. I think it's like for the fourth time now. Have you commented yet? Have you commented? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the booty gang. Deuces.
No, stop saying that, man.
Why? This guy's up for a promo in the booty gang. And
Deuce gang.
You see, he feels like the more people that join, it might knock him down from his chances of getting a promotion in the booty gang. I get it. Politics. Deuces for real this time. All right.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.